Park, New Jersey, Instinct Magazine.
Holla, Jersey. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Addie. How are you?
Good, baby. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hi, ladies. How's everybody?
Hi.
Oh my God, my Christmas tree is up too, Michael.
Mine is not decorated. Don't look too close.
Mine's not decorated either. And here's the real inside scoop. It never came down. We left it up all year.
Nor did
That
I.
is trashy.
Because it brought joy. Every day at 6 o'clock, it would turn on without the ornaments. And it was like,
That's what I did. Exactly. So I am talking to the Queen of the Universe trifecta, is what I'm told.
Sure.
So Michelle, I'll start with you because you have spent probably more time behind a judge's table than you did at nightclubs in the 80s in New York and New Jersey, probably.
Then Ruth Bader Ginsburg, rest her soul.
Right. So, I mean, this one is so, Queen of the Universe is so different, and it has such a unique perspective from the talent to the judges to everything. What made you really want to make sure you were a part of this?
First of all, Cookie, did you see it? Isn't it major?
I love it.
It's amazing. So why did I want to do it? First of all, it's drag, so that's an obvious, but it's live singing, and that's what I started with. That's how I broke into the industry at 19 years old, if you will. And for me, it was like, this is a no-brainer for me to want to do this, for me to beg to do this. I wanted so desperately to be on the panel for this. It's a dream come true because I've always loved drag queens. I love live performing in general. Obviously, it's a theater thing. I just love the feeling of live audiences and all that. But to be able to showcase these kids' talents that otherwise maybe wouldn't have the platform to do so, and to see them shine the way that I know that they're going to shine is so validating and so rewarding. As like, you know, I feel like me, Trixie, Leona, and Vanessa are all stage moms sitting there. We're rooting for them. We're mouthing the words. We're dancing with them. We want them all to win. But sadly, there can only be one winner. And
right. Absolutely.
Find out.
That's right. Trixie Mattel. Good to speak to you again.
It's so nice to speak to you as well.
Whoa, extreme close up.
I know. When I get closer, things get a little scary, right? You're like, I didn't realize Janice from the Muppets was on the panel. Yeah.
Right. Now, as an all-star winner and as someone who has made, you know, a massive career for themselves, that Orville Peck duet to Jackson remains on the top of my playlist. Amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing. So what made you want to, I mean, you are doing so many things on your own, and now you're deciding to kind of judge your contemporaries, really, and people that you, some of which you know, some of which you're new. Was it kind of trippy now to look around and say, I'm one of the judges now? Like, I've made it to a point in my career where I actually can impart all of the wisdom I've gained onto newer talent.
Well, you know, I'm not as much of maybe the veteran as other people on the panel. However, I am out there currently in today's, in this economy, in a wig at music festivals on tour, singing in drag. So I do know exactly what the next year of whoever the Queen of the Universe's life is going to be like. So I do feel very informed in being like, the second you maybe snatch that crown and leave this door, you're going to need to do this, 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 and this, and you're going to be glad we told you. You know, because the judges, we're just trying to prepare whoever the Queen of the Universe is, and whoever doesn't win. I mean, I'm living proof. You can not win a lot of things and then have a fabulous career.
Sure.
I want them to go on and know exactly what it's going to take to do well. Because singing and drag is hard. Singing is hard. Drag is hard. Singing and drag is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's true. That's an excellent point. Now, normally now is when I would do a save the best for last pun, but I'm not going to do that. That's so predictable. Vanessa Williams, thank you.
Well, sometimes the sun does go around the
moon. Excellent, excellent. Vanessa Williams, you are now, I think, an honorary, I guess we'll call you an honorary drag queen. I mean, what would we say?
Oh yeah, honey, she's.
I believe the word is actual drag queen.
Okay, actual.
Yes,
actual.
yes. Well, I have the footage to prove it, since I did win Celebrity Drag Race, so that was that was a big feather in my cap. That was a lot of fun.
The footage, the blisters, I'm sure, absolutely.
Kick the shoes off immediately.
Now, Danny Coy, that does your hair, him and I are good friends, so he probably could have given you a few tips.
Oh, Danny, yeah, Danny does amazing hair, and I think I'm going to see him in a couple of weeks while we do more publicity for it. But yeah, yeah, it's I judge RuPaul's Drag Race. I've known Ru for years, and also competed. So it's wonderful to have such an amazing, diverse group of judges that we all had great chemistry too. You can tell that we all get along. We chat through the whole thing, but we all have very similar vibes that we are real with the contestants, but also want them to be encouraged by us. We're not, who can out snap who, although Trixie has some amazing lines. Between you, Michelle and Trixie have some great back and forth because it's just your brain. My daughter is in love with Trixie and said, "Mom, I just want Trixie's brain because it's so good, because it's so quick and so amazing." But that's the world that we're dipping into. More is more, and the hashtag. We want to see it all, and we see it on stage. We see pyrotechnics. We see glitter and dancing and costumes and production value to the hilt. And then when you hear the ranges of these voices are, if you close your eyes, you don't know who's singing what, because not only do they sing the pop tunes that we all know and love amazingly, but they sing new music that they're introducing to the world incredibly. So I think as an audience member, you're going to be blown away episode after episode.
I love that. I'll finish with this question to each of you, because I think that in the world we're in now, and with everything we've all just gone through, I think this is such an important question. Vanessa, I'll start with you. What do you think? You've won the big. You were Miss America. Now you're judging Queen of the Universe. I mean, the irony is not lost on any of us. But you've accomplished your dreams, and now you're giving other people their dreams. So when you see people that are still hesitant to go after their dream and to kind of pursue it and say, it's not for me, what is the way that you kind of get through to people? What's the advice you're giving those people that you're looking at on the stage during this competition and you still see the apprehension?
I think it's follow your skill set. What do you do well, and what can you blow us away with that you can do well? Because that's when you sit in your own power, that's when we see the power. So don't try to be anyone else, just do you. And we talk about being your authentic self. That's when we see the true you. So, and we encourage the queens to not only, have fun and show the talent, but enjoy it. We are rooting them on, have fun, because we see that joy, and we as an audience get lifted by you getting exhilarated. So we are their number one fans.
I love that. Trixie, what about you? What do you think is the advice that you have such a great perspective because you're in it now. So when you see people that are still not pushing past that one barrier, what advice are you giving them?
Well, it's tough because I've been there. All of us as performers, not just drag queens, all performers, you can have that day where you hear the little voice and the little voice is singing louder than you are singing, and then what, But I guess what I've always gotten from RuPaul, which is like ABCs of drag, always be closing a sale. Think about how you're going to market yourself. And B, like RuPaul doesn't do fan kicks, so she's not doing fan kicks. It's all about having the objective point of view and going, what do people like about me? What do people like about my voice? What am I good at? And how am I going to present that at all times? And that's how you create the illusion of being a flawless superstar. Not because you can actually do everything, but because you know how to cheat your skills to make it look like you do everything.
That's right. I love that. Absolutely. Ms. Visage, what do you say to that? I mean, you've given so much amazing advice. What do you say to those kids who you still say are not, they're still so in their head?
I think, and social media has only made it worse. I think you need to backtrack and get back to who you were before you started letting the train leave the station. I think so many of us, and even celebrities, big celebrities, believe the hype, and therefore are surrounded with people who are yes people and not truth tellers, not people that are helping them or really want. And they're no longer grounded. It's a shame. It's really a shame because it really takes, going back to, reflect inside. feel like you are and who you want to be. What everybody else tells you, you're not going to get one unless you buy one. So stop trying to be something that you're not. I'm not saying stop striving for excellence. We should all do something. We should all do, you know, we should all take risks. You should be afraid to happen. So that's kind of what we should do, and stop trying to please everyone else. It took me probably until my 40s. I don't know if you agree with this, Vanessa, but it took me into my 40s to stop worrying about everybody else and start worrying about me. So I think if we could, and I don't know if any 20-year-old ear could hear what I'm saying, because at 20, I couldn't. I still wanted to please the masses. But until you get down to really who you are and who you're able to be truthfully, authentically, life doesn't begin until that moment.
I agree.
Michael, thank you so much. We're going to have to cut it there, but thank you.
Thanks, ladies. Everybody can't wait to see what you